Hello, Aquarius. I always want to sing the song when I say that, but I won't. I will spare you. This is Mary. I'm here with your full moon in Libra reading. I've just freshly Palo Santo'd my area here. I don't know if you can hear that outside, but apparently someone got a new motorcycle. Spring is in the air, definitely. I'm in the Midwest. We've had kind of an odd winter. Either really, really cold or a lot of snow, but then on the whole, not that cold and not that much snow. So it's kind of strange. As you know, I usually just ask Spirit for messages and let them choose the cards. The big question today is, what is the moon revealing? What is this, the light from this full moon revealing for Aquarius? Also, I pay no attention to the reversals. When I read the cards kind of back and forth to make a story out of it, so kind of the order might not make a whole lot of difference either. Whoopsie, that one fell down. Let me get that so that I don't lose my spot. I didn't look at it yet. Not that it matters, but Spirit, can we have some more cards, please? There we go. Oh, okay. So what's up with the swords, lady folks? I don't know. We've got the Three of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles, which is usually financially stable. Kind of static though, nothing really moving. It can also be a card of hoarding. So if it's, again, if I were to acknowledge reversals, and I don't really, I just acknowledge how it all fits together. It can also mean like hoarding in fear of giving too much. So, yeah, sometimes this is a card of fear of letting go of something. It's also financially stable. You've got enough of everything. But I always look at it like she's really hanging on. She doesn't want to let go. Four of Wands. Okay, you've got two fours here. That's interesting. And fours are a pause. And like I said, this one is stable. She doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to run out and go to work. She's just sitting there, enjoying her money, holding her purse. It's full of pentacles. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is celebration. So this is when you, like a milestone. You reach a milestone perhaps with work or something, and you take a moment to celebrate. So you close the big deal, you take your friends or your co-workers or the team, if you work on a team, out for drinks or something like that. It's that kind of a celebration. It's a celebration at pause. It's not it's not the finality of anything being celebrated. It is celebrating a milestone or a step in the process. The Ten of Cups is the card of fulfillment on all levels. You've got love, family, finances. You're set. This is joy. This is bliss. This is how we all want life to be. And then we have the Sun. So the Sun is about growth and expansion, because nothing can grow without the Sun. So it's a joyful card, but it also is about opportunity and growth. So then we get to what's the Seven of Swords. This can be a sneaky energy. Some cards or some decks talk about thievery. Others, it's like, don't take too much. It's it sort of suggests something about dishonesty. So And I will go into more detail, and I often look at the guidebooks because I know that they always mention something that I'm going to forget, which is pertinent. And the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are swift moving folks, and Pentacles, although he's not swift moving because he's pretty comfortable with what he has. He's just kind of letting go of the stuff he doesn't need. And so he and his horse are steadily moving on. They are steadily moving. They're just but at a walking pace. So their knights are movement. So this guy's not the quickest knight, but he's a solid knight, totally solid. And like I said, he's the pentacles are material manifestation, so it's wealth and stuff. And so he's letting drop the things he doesn't need. Nine of Wands is another quickly moving energy. And wands are about creativity and action, and passion. Whoops. So this is energy that is seriously, it's like moving. There's some momentum here. I forgot which way these cards are going, and I think I'm going to stop. The Queen of Cups is love and light and warmth and nurturing, and she's a great leader. She's got good mom energy, and she'll encourage you. I forgot which of these cards was first. I think it was this the first one out? I'm going to pause this and take a look. Yes, I just checked, and this is the way it was. So, before I read like the story here, because there's energies kind of are all over the place, Aquarius. And I'm not surprised that you have so many swords, because you are the folks that kind of live in your head. You're not emotionally impetuous. You're not, usually you're creative, super creative, and then, but you really have, you have a pretty clear thought process. You work things out in your head before you act on things. So, but it looks like there's some heartbreak. And then the Seven of Cups, I'll talk about that a little more perhaps. It looks like there's like too many choices to make. Oh my God, so many choices. But part of those choices are potentially fantasy, not based in reality. I will go ahead. You see this? He's confused. He's got too many things to look at. If you can see, there's these little ladders that are kind of nowhere. They're not going to anything. There's this fog, I guess, because it's foggy thinking, right? There's this fog and this, I don't know what that is. It's like a leaf or a bat wing, or I can't even tell what it is. And then this weird snake. So there's like this weird dreamlike stuff that he's looking at. He's in reality. His feet are on the ground. He's standing at the beach looking at these things, but what he's looking at is a dream state. So he has too many choices to make. But not all of those choices are based in reality. So now this is making sense to me, because the Page of Swords is a studier. She's kind of the, and this looks like it's about, okay, this looks like it's about money. I don't usually bother with the bottom of the deck, but this is action, which was like the Nine of Wands that we saw back here. This is like the Victory card, or the Chariot. It means something's moving quickly. So this does feel like it's about money. We've got the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and that's about stability and or hoarding. It's a like I said, pause. So like a stability is a static sort of thing. Man holding a coin. He would be sort of like, I want to say, Is he the King of Pentacles maybe, or the Emperor? He's got good business acumen. Could be somebody coming into your life who is a money person, a financial advisor, or maybe you're meeting someone on a personal level, wealthy person. I'll read his information so that we get the full story on this man holding a coin. And I will give you a closer look. So there's a male, connection in money, health, or value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowered field holding a large, bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright also could reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify new love interest with wealthy man or a man from work. That is not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is that this is someone who's going to, it's not you. I feel like it's someone you know or you're meeting who is going to advise you or maybe mentor you. And I'm saying mentor because of this card. Here you have the Queen of Swords. This is where, okay, this is how I'm seeing the story. Something happened, I don't know what. The Three of Swords is about a broken heart. I don't know what caused the broken heart. I don't know how long ago this was, but there's the broken heart can be disappointment. It can be loss of anything. I'm just going to take a look to see if there's something. Oh yeah, and it could be a separation. And it also says it's an opportunity to heal. So finding inspiration again. Because you can see this is horrible. She's certainly in pain. But there's something kind of like some light starting to come out from behind that heart. So it's passing. Whatever this is passing. And it looks like you've got choices to make. And it looks to me like you're playing what if. What if I did da-da-da? You know, could I make $1 million in 6 months doing this scenario? Or, and that is what brings you all these possibilities. These are all possibilities, whether they are based in reality or not. They're things that are going in your brain as potential possibilities. So you're thinking of all these choices, too many, just so many. And I think that these might be reversed. I think then the Page or the Queen of Swords comes in and you get some clarity. Like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, but you're going to need to learn how. So this is where the Page of Swords comes in. Page of Swords is studious. You can see the light bulbs, so she's clever. She's learning all the time. She's got the book. She's a good student. And she doesn't mind taking a risk. You can see, but it's a calculated risk. And she's not watching where she's going. So pages can be a little impetuous, but I think that these light bulbs also serve as balloons, and that will keep her light enough so that she's not going to break this wand or the sword that she's walking on. And so she will be safe. And I will tell you what it says about the Page of Swords, because I think that's going to be significant here. It's a restless energy, a curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. It says, as I learn and expand my consciousness and open up new opportunities for my life. So I feel like this is maybe the energy, you've got this, you're pausing. So maybe this is a pause to go back to school, for accounting or something. I don't know, finances. But this finance guy feels like a mentor to me. He feels like, and I don't know if this is you could be going back to school and it's a mentorship, or you're taking a class, or it could just be you're working with a financial advisor and they're helping you stabilize your finances. Because look at all, I mean, this other stuff is great energy. You're super stable. And normally I feel like because of all these other cards, this doesn't feel like hoarding. This, unless it's a caution. It's like, don't hoard. Yeah, this feels like it's just stable. You have everything you need. And maybe you take a moment and rejoice in that, but all this stuff is the energy that you have with you. I'm going to ask the Naked Heart Tarot for some additional information. Spirit, can we get some clarification, please, for Aquarius with a full moon in Libra, please? It's interesting because all the astrologers, the YouTuber astrologer folks that I like to watch, have been talking about Libra, this full moon in Libra, being about, the expansion of heart energy. So love and compassion and all that kind of stuff. So this is the only one you have that's a love thing is the one card of cups. So we'll see what these cards are suggesting. But this really feels like it's about business and finance for you. Spirit, can I have some additional clarification, please, for Aquarius for the full moon in Libra? Give it another pass. They usually have more to say than just that. There we go. Okay, so this was they had a tower moment at some, which I'm going to just say fits over there. Yeah, a ton of work. You're feeling like things are just taking forever. It's too much. So maybe this is decision. You have to call in some help. Him, Chariot, fast moving. And that was under the, right, the same. So something else is, whatever happens here is moving quickly. This tower moment feels like whatever this loss or this heartbreak for you has already happened. And this energy feels like you're just feeling burdened. This is like, I'm so done with this. Even though you can do it, this card usually is, to me, a card of encouragement. But when it's with the devil and the tower, you're just, oh man, it's just too much. Just too much. Just don't want to deal with it. So, tower moment comes in, and you have some significant loss. Okay, and this, okay, here we go. This is starting to make sense to me. So the Five of Pentacles, I think, is going with this Three of Swords and the Tower, because this energy, you can see that even the diamond, the strongest thing ever, is crushed. It's broken in two. The necklace broke. The pearls are flying everywhere. It's dejected. You're feeling broken. Again, the typical card for the Five of Pentacles is usually the one where you see one or two people like in front of a church or some kind of a building with light behind it. And there's a door, but you can see that they're not welcome. They can't go in. And a lot of that is how you feel. This card indicates that, yeah, there's some, the word ostracized. I don't know if you feel ostracized from something. That just came into my mind from no place. But usually it's dejected. You feel like you don't belong. You feel out. You feel shut out. So I feel like that's this energy goes with this Three of Swords. So whatever disappointment or heartbreak you had from this, is lifting. And I think these two are working together, because this guy, he's got to make a decision. He's got to make a decision. Hanged Man is like, look at things in a different perspective. I paint. So if I'm looking at a piece of art and I'm not quite sure, especially if I'm working in abstract, if I'm not quite sure if I like it, I flip it around and look at it different directions, look at different ways. Pick it up, move it around again, look at it. So that's the energy of the Hanged Man, is to look at things in a different perspective. So if you're stuck in your head, Aquarius, if you are stuck in your head and you think it has to be a logical thing, because you're creative and you have the ability to be really creative. So go into your creative mind and feel what it feels like, right? So feel what this decision you have to feel, what those possibilities might feel like to you. And maybe that's how you see things, or if anyone else is involved, maybe you try to see what their perspective is. But I feel like that is, that this is all making sense, but it really is. In the Heart of Pentacles, we're still all about the money, right? Or business, or whatever it is. It's the physical, material manifestation. And the Heart is the Queen. Oops. The Heart is the Queen. I was going to go into this little booklet, because I know I always miss something. So yeah, so this is being down to earth, independent and skillful at making things happen. So loyal, and shares a soft and loving heart, graciously balanced, loves to take care and nurture, embodies strong traditions and beliefs, pragmatic approach. They're very determined with steady action and timing. But nature nurtures the soul. And just keep in mind that this is from the Naked Heart Tarot, so even though this is Pentacles, this deck is all about feeling and spirit. But I think that you put these three together and you have this clear decision to follow through on some sort of educating yourself. Again, whether it's hiring a coach or an advisor, this is how you're going to nurture yourself. And because it's Pentacles, this is the finances, or something to do with finance or business. And you're really quite stable, so you have nothing to fear. And like, you've got a moment to celebrate, you've got happy family, all these things. It feels like it's all part of that package of energy. But this feels like it's old. This feels like it's happened already. I feel like you're in this decision-making process, and it might feel like too much. So maybe it is a time to take a step back and look at it differently. Or like this guy, if he were to simply turn around and throw a rock or something to land, you know, I'll take a look at this choice. I'll investigate what's under this bowl. If whichever bowl the rock hits is the one that I will turn over and look at and examine. That seems to be like how, instead of making a choice without having all the information, the Queen of Swords has all the information. She makes snap decisions. She's really quick. She's super sharp. And she's making those snap decisions based on her own experience. She just knows herself and her experience well enough that she doesn't have to ponder or think about things for too terribly long. She's like, oh, yeah, I want to pick that one. But she's not going to make a decision from this guy's point of view. She's going to flip the bowls over to see what's in them. And maybe that's what this Hanged Man. Look at it differently. Get more information. I'm just wondering where to go next. I'm kind of wanting more information, so I'm going to go another tarot deck. This one is the Tarot of the Divine. And it kind of uses mythologies from around the world. And so I apologize in advance for mispronouncing anything that might come forth. Because it is from around the world, and, you know, I just live in one place. Spirit, can I get a little clarification, please, for Aquarius, for this full moon in Libra reading? Oh, the High Priestess. So that's trusting that things are working. That one wants to come out for sure. Okay. And the Ace of Cups. So this is a new beginning. 8 of Coins. So yeah, this is all money. Money, money. You're totally stable. This is High Priestess. Things are working behind the scenes. You might not be able to see, and I feel like that goes right in here with these two. Things are working, or maybe maybe whatever this opportunity is heading your way. This is just knowing, trusting that it's actually on its way. High Priestess, and this is the woman of the person of mystery and intrigue and trusting your intuition. So I kind of do feel like it's grouped in with these. 8 of Coins. 8 is you're starting to, you're really enjoying your money. You're enjoying the results of your efforts, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a greedy thing. It's like you've been working really hard. You start to see the results of your efforts. So now you can buy a car that works, that gives you, it's comfort. It's the physical comforts that's working towards that kind of stability. So you buy a car not because, ooh, it's fancy, shiny, and new, but because now you have a car that can get you where you need to go reliably, right? So it's that kind of energy. And I'm going to go from this book to see who this creature is, because that's the fun part about this. Okay, this High Priestess, I'm going to just show you the card. She's Scheherazade, which is a Turkish or Arabic folk tale. She is about wisdom, intuition, dreams, etc. 8 of Coins. Well, I opened right to that. This is the Six Swans. It's a German fairy tale. And this is about the long haul, the slough in the middle of the project that needs to be completed. The little princess needs to keep weaving nettles in silence if she wishes to get her cursed brothers free. So it is about craftsmanship, commitment, determination, ambition, concentration. So you do keep working. I do feel like you start to see the efforts, though, because the 8 is well on the path. You just can't give up yet. So that's right in there. And then, oh, that was it. Oh, the Ace of Cups, bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. Matsuo's Sake. It's about Japanese mythology. Ace of Cups marks a new beginning, a reason to drink and be merry and to open up to subconscious feelings. Sake is a drink of the gods, bringing people closer to the spirit world. It's about happiness, love, intimacy, new emotions, and compassions. And I think we have already talked about that. So here's your celebration, your happiness. So you can enjoy your sake. Okay, Aquarius, I think this is pretty darn good. It looks interesting, and I'm sorry about whatever you have to, this burden that you've had to deal with, but I feel like it's, it feels like it looks like, okay, when the tower moment happens too, it's clearing the way for something else. I feel like all of this stuff, this financial stability, this Yeah, and I mean, you're going to have to do some work, but I feel like this financial stability that you're headed toward wouldn't have been possible without whatever loss you have just had to go through. And you got a couple cards here. Community, which is great because that goes with someone helping you with this. And also with like this, you've got the team spirit here celebrating. And then a change in the wind, which I feel like is already something shifted. And now you're gonna you've got, oh, this is turning out to be a really good one for you. I like this for you. I think that it's really, really good, and especially because Aquarius, it is gonna ask you. I mean, the one thing you're being asked to do is to look at things from another perspective, and it might be get out of your head. It might be seriously examine all of your options, and even the ones that are fantasy or that feel like fantasy. Check them out. Maybe learn about them or something, because it feels like they might be, I mean, who knows, might be investing in something that seems foolish, but probably someone thought that about Amazon years ago, right? Whoever would have thought that was possible. So here we go. We have trusting your intuition. Keep doing the work, because it's about the stability. I really like to see these two together. Coins and pentacles are the same thing. I forgot to look at her face. She's not happy. She does not like her job. That is not the energy I'm getting from everything else. There you have it. Yeah, you have the community. You have the help of the man holding a coin. Yeah. So a shift in perspective will help you make that choice. This Queen of Swords will help you get some clarity to... I feel like this is a mentor for you. A mentor, or... I don't feel like it's a partner. I feel like it's a mentor or someone you hire. So an advisor or a teacher or your boss. I don't know. But it feels like someone who is giving you a leg up and advice. But all this would not have been possible without the unpleasant stuff that you've had to go through. And notice that you've got these splits. You got a crack in the diamond. The tree is exploding with the crack, and then you've got these cracks, these vertical cracks in through the heart, which is almost a heart shape, right? I just kind of noticed those sorts of things. Anyway, I'm sorry for the heartbreak, but boy, are you on your way. I hope you find a mentor that you like, and congratulations. Thanks. We'll see you next time. I do new moon and full moon, and don't forget to cross-watch if you're involved with somebody. And maybe check out your sun, moon, rising. Those all your other areas, because sometimes that gives a little more clarity too. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.